Hello, Renee Flamont here. You guys, coming off the last video, I began thinking about, I was talking about, so of course I began thinking about all of these terrible things that the narcissist does to make us feel bad about ourselves. And I just wanted to mention that as we're getting upset and begging them to make us understand why they did what they did, they can't explain because they wanted us to feel badly. This is all part of the devalue that we've discussed so much. So there we are. Look at, see, I get angry. I do. Just as we're sitting there crying and begging and pleading, can you just tell me why would you do this? Why? How many times does that happen? And they sit there with a smirk or no expression, no words of comfort. They take off. They don't have anything to say. They bust into the silent treatment. That's because they don't have anything to say. Take a healthy couple. Somebody does something. This one steps out, or this one talks rude, or whatever. They do something to each other. I'd like to think, let's just say the big one, like the cheating. Although I think there's a lot of things that are big, not just cheating. But say they cheated and they came home and this partner knew it and asked. And this person said, yes, I did. I don't know why. I was feeling something that I'd like to talk about. I don't want to lose you. Okay, whatever happens in a healthy, normal relationship. Because stuff happens. People step out, they mistreat each other, things happen, we're human, okay, fine. It's what happens with that makes it a disorder. Not the cheating. I guess that can happen to anybody. Of course it can. It doesn't mean somebody's a narcissist. Okay? It can just happen. Or whatever. People make choices. I don't mean it just happens. You know what I mean? But when a narcissist, there's terrible behavior attached to it. They're going to try to make you jealous. They're going to gaslight you into thinking that you're crazy for thinking it. They're going to do it again and again and again. They're not going to be apologetic. They're going to lie to you and say that they're done, and they're going to do it behind your back more and more. That is just making you feel bad is their goal at that point. You've expressed that you're upset, but you didn't leave. Now they know, all right. You've expressed it made you feel bad. That helps them. They have to feel like the top dog. That's the reason, by the way, that they start. All that swooning we do, like we talked about red flags on Monday, and inherent in red flag conversation, of course, is not just about their person and such. It's about what they say to you and the love bombing they do, right? That swooning is for them. That's for them, not you. They like to watch you do it. That feeds them. Makes them feel like they're top dog. Makes them feel king of the world. Like, yep. She's swooning over me. Turns out when we think about it, we're really not swooning over them at all. Them, what did I mention it on Monday? Them, a 63-year-old nomad with no friends that has 8 million red flags. We're swooning over that character, are we? Or the words that they chose to say? Is it the way they came at us and we were open to receive that? Okay, well, now that you're in, if you, especially, this is when they really do want to make you feel badly. If you're getting too big, my mother uses the expression, too big for your britches. If they see you getting too big for your britches and you come, like say during the day, they saw you had brunch with your girlfriends and you came home and you're feeling great and now you guys are going to go out that night, but maybe the narcissist had a bad day and he wasn't with his friends and now you're going out that night and he's feeling down and you came home from brunch feeling great and now you look beautiful. You think that when they make fun of what you have, it's not calculated? They want you to feel bad about yourself. You've been too big for your britches all day. You felt love from your girlfriends in brunch. You feel kind of you come down, he can tell. You feel like you look good. You put on your new outfit. He sees it. You should never have bought that. Those jeans make your butt look big. Is that the dress you're going to wear tonight? Are you sure those shoes are the answer? Or, it's not usually shoes though, I notice, because you can change those fast. They'll pick something that would be difficult for you to change. What's your hair doing? Oh my God, your eyes look like they're, okay? They want you to feel bad. Now you're going out and you feel skumbadi. You spent all that, I don't know the word in English, skumbadi, like icky kaka-poo-poo gross. Yet you just spent 2 hours getting ready. You thought you were going to have a great night. You came off brunch, you're feeling good, you got ready, you're going out with your guy, and now he squashed it. But he still wants you to go out, even if you're miserable in the passenger seat the whole way. Because the minute you get to whatever place it is, hey, they're larger than life, and they're going to own the crowd. And we talked about this recently, how no, you might not be larger than life. And so it's going to be people saying, what's wrong, what's wrong? You're going to try to snap out of it. But he knows he got to you. He can tell by your behavior, even if you hide it from everybody else. He can tell by your posture, your carriage, what you say, how you act, if you're laughing, if they got to you. And if they did, that was their goal. That was their goal. And you might say, that can't be. Nobody's goal. Yes, it can be. They want to feel like they are the center of all, constantly. So if you're in a room, I think I told you this before, and I'm thinking of this because I'm going to see these exact friends tonight. I had friends on my porch. There were 4 of us, 3 girlfriends, and me. And we're trying to visit. I'm pointing because that's where the porch is. See this TV? I was playing music on this TV. And I had this door open. But the music was on nice, quiet because we were talking. The last narcissist I went out with, the one that I referred to, kept coming. 4 times the following happened. He'd come in, blare it. I'd come in, say, what are you doing? 4 times. Now I'm apologizing to them. I'm going, what do you do? He didn't care. Now I'm getting aggravated. It's ruining my time, which I didn't let it, but he's trying to ruin my time and make me feel, I had to keep getting up. I mean, he was blaring it and like dancing in here. Okay, you feel out of place, it's far, then go. You don't live, get out then, go somewhere else. No, chose to stay here, torture me while I was trying to visit with friends. Why? It was a Saturday night. Go out. You got 1 million people in your life. Because he doesn't really have 1 million people in his life. So all of the non-people he had in his life were elsewhere. When you don't really have real people, you don't have real people to count on. Making me feel bad, just staying in my face. And now when I came in, now he's picking a fight with me and trying to twist me all up, so I went and had a bad night. I wouldn't allow it to let me have a bad night. But he was trying to make, that was his goal, was to wreak havoc on the evening. It is a topic of videos. You could look it up. How narcissists ruin big occasions. How narcissists spoil special occasions. Why there's always a wedding or a birthday that's ruined. You've been waiting for this event. You've been waiting for this wedding. You're going to this big birthday celebration. Somebody's 50th, somebody's sick. And they know they're going to ruin it. They know they're going to ruin it. Because God forbid you be bebopping around the occasion, happy, getting to bump into old friends, right? These are the kinds of occasions you can revisit with people. You're garnering all of this love and affectation all over the room. They're going to be miserable with that. So they're going to ruin something for you. And that's why there are so many videos on why narcissists ruin things. Making you feel bad is their goal. And again, this might be like our last video was all about, am I too harsh on the narcissist? They can't help it, Okay, that all might be true, that they can't help their behavior and that they're disordered from childhood. I get all of that. We talked about that last video. But when you are doing any of the things that they do to make you feel bad, they have to know it. You have to be someone who is a caveman who is being unfrozen to not know that saying to a woman or to a man, either one, those jeans make your butt look big, isn't going to make somebody feel bad. Caveman being frozen out of the block. Being awake and alive in the last 100 years of enlightenment that we, we've moved forward, I think, past a lot of it. You don't say that to somebody. Like back in the old days, maybe men were allowed to say whatever they wanted. Women had to take the, this is 20, you're going to tell, and you don't think that that's bad? Of course they do. They know it's bad. They know it's bad to tell you your hair looks awful on the way to the event. Now, if you're not insecure about your hair or the way you look in jeans or the way, then maybe this doesn't ill affect you. But their goal was to make you feel bad. Okay? Your goal was to make you feel bad. And I want you to understand that. It's not an accident. Things don't just fall out of their mouth like they're incapable of change. Yup. They're not responsible for being this way because it happened to them in childhood. True. But you are responsible for what comes out of your mouth as an adult. You are. You know if you're being nice or not. Don't tell me you don't know. You know. You don't think it makes somebody feel bad that you're talking bad about them behind their back to their people and trying to get their friends over to your side? That's their goal. They want you shriveling in the corner with no one to turn to, crying that you don't have your friend because they just stole them out from under you. That's on purpose. That's their goal. They want to destroy you. You don't respond. You ignore it. You move forward. You thrive anyway. It's going to bother them. It's going to bother them. You don't have to succumb to being the downtrodden target of their behavior. You can turn that right around and say, and I wish I had done this. These jeans bothering you that much, that must mean I look really good in them if you're saying that I look bad in them. My hair's bothering you. Oh, you're trying to ruin my night right off the bat. Cute. Is that all you got? Like, I'd be a real son of a gun now, armed with the information that I have. So the reason I wanted to make this is when people are coming at you, if you are still in it, or you still have peripheral narcissists around you, and they're trying to come at you with something that's not nice, think that through. It's their goal to watch you stir. So don't react. Come back with a comment like that. Oh, it really, really enrages them to think that they're not getting through anymore. Just as much as they want to make you swoon, they want to make you feel badly. They want to make you feel the way they want you to feel at the moment they want you to feel it. So fast forward 12 hours after the wedding or the birthday. Now it's Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, and they have friends coming over for football. So they come at you with mimosas and making you breakfast like nothing happened the night before, buttering you up. So you make pasta fagioli for these people. It can happen this calculated. They will construct exactly the kind of feeling, or they'll try anyway, that they want you to have. So the next day they needed something from you, they might say, oh, you look beautiful this morning. And you're thinking, where was that guy last night? Why couldn't you tell? Because it's calculated. They construct their moves on purpose. And when they're trying to make you feel badly, that's their goal. And when they're trying to butter you up, that's their goal. And I'm sorry, there's always a reason. You might say, well, no, mine's nice sometimes. There was nothing coming up that he was trying to butter me up for. Okay, All right, that's fine. It might not be exactly at the timing, but I'm convinced that as they're going along being good, that's manipulation. Because there's no possible way, if you are genuinely feeling good for someone, that you want to bestow upon them genuine goodness. Well, that doesn't mesh with you mistreated me over here. That dichotomy doesn't exist for me. Because if you are genuinely good, trying to bestow genuine goodness, I wouldn't have had this bad. So we're not talking about that. So when they're being good, there's nothing genuine about it when they've mistreated you the night before. They're buttering you up. Maybe they feel bad because you told their mother how they were behaving at this wedding. And now they feel bad because, oh my God, you know, they don't want their behavior having a light shined on it. They don't want anyone to know how they treat you. So maybe you started to talk and now they're like, oh my God, I got to get her back around to my side so she tells that person she was wrong. So they'll butter you. Oh, you know what? I guess he was just in a bad mood. Later when they hear you talking to his mother, you'll erase it and say, well, I guess I was being too sensitive. He had a bad day. I'm sorry, narcissist's mother. He wasn't bad at all last night. That was my fault. Why? Because they just buttered you up this morning. They want you to feel good right now. Now later on, they might want you to feel bad, and that might be their goal. I want you to keep your eyes open. I want you to be awake. I want you to be awake. And I'm not saying get snarky and have a sarcastic comment. I would. Again, though, I was never in danger, and I knew that. Some of you are, and some of you, a huge fight could ensue getting snarky like that. So I'm not advocating that. But I'm telling you, that's how I would handle it now. Don't let somebody make you feel bad and not be aware that that's their goal. I want you to look at whatever they're saying to you and go, oh no, I look great. I just looked at myself. So I don't know what you're talking about, but my hair looks awesome. My makeup looks awesome. I mean, and again, if you can get snarky, say it right back. Say, oh, I see. So you don't want me to have a good time tonight? They might go, what? Well, usually if you denigrate me on the way to something, it's because you're trying to ruin my evening. But I just want you to know I've been looking forward to this wedding also for 6 months, and you're not going to ruin it. Okay? Okay, bye. Go off. Have your great night. Okay, you have to sit together. Big deal. Don't let them ruin your night or make you feel bad. I want you to know it's their goal. I want you to know it, because then this way here, you will have something to combat against that if it happens to you. I thank you so much for watching, you guys. Please go ahead and hit sub, like, and share. And I will see you Monday. Have a good weekend.